tired of fighting alone. I see the weight you carry unknown.
And so to hear people say things that are just crazy, like I'm a part of a cabal and there's a whole conspiracy with children, that stuff makes me sad. It makes me sad more than anything that people would believe it. And
1950 came electronic age. Then 1980 came bionation age. 2000 psychonation age. Ultra psychonation 2020. Then computer goes. Every year, creating data. Then the year of 2033, computers stopped.
And so to hear people say things that are just crazy, like I'm a part of a cabal and there's a whole conspiracy with children, that stuff makes me sad. It makes me sad more than anything that people would believe it. And
Hey family, welcome back. I'm your host, Cutting Edge 50, and welcome to Real Talk with your boy, Cutting Edge 50. New to your channel, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Today, man, we're just going to go ahead and jump right on into it. The Epstein Island, all these other pedophiles. It just seems like the world's a little bit of dark today, but I just got to remind you that you can do all things in Christ who strengthens you. Now, why are we getting all this information now? As y'all already know, I've been in law enforcement, work for the military, DOD. I've been doing this for over 25 years, private investigator. I remember getting a lot of information, and sometimes you believe in something called sensory overload. So you get all this information, and you get to digging. We don't have enough time in the day to actually deep dive into all this information on the reason why. But this is the time for you to wake up and actually realize that we are in a spiritual battle. So what can be done about this? A lot of people is getting gloom attitude. They start to change, and they're getting a little bit darker. Just by your demeanor, because you're starting to wake up to realize that the world is not what we thought it was. We're in so many wars, from the nutrition to the food to the education system to the healthcare system to you not being able. It's so much that if you actually broke down the life that we actually live in, you'll look at life totally different. Like I said, whatever insurance, just think about this for a second. The health insurance that you already got, you can't even pick and choose which doctor you want to go to for a specific reason, because now you might be out of network. You can't get holistic doctors, and you're actually paying insurance companies to treat you however you want to be treated. That's something right there that I always think of as a nutritionist over the last 12, 13 years, diving into the food industry, diving into the human body, our digestive system, from the chemicals as they're going into our food, from the forever chemicals, and always start thinking about the reason why. And I just came to this conclusion that the Bible is actually real. How did I connect the dots between the Bible, the world that we live in, all of this negative activity from TV and things of this nature? Because it says it right in the Bible. So everything that we're already experiencing, I believe that the Bible is relevant today. I'm not just an author. I was a therapist back in the day, therapeutic counselor for juveniles and young men and women who has experienced trauma. And I'm getting back into that. I guess God is leading me in a different way. This is one of the main reasons I stepped away from acting, because it just wasn't resonating with me. And I've been a person who's seen signs pretty much all my life, whether it's physical dreams or just picking up on energy and things like that. Seeing like God is always pointing me in direction. Hit multiple times, been shot, stabbed, you name it. I done went through some of the harshest things in here, and I know God wasn't through with me yet. Maybe it's just for this reason right here, but who all knows? I think one of my gifts is not being able to judge others. And this can be perceived as good and bad, from working in the prison industry to be doing what I do now currently in law enforcement, or even on the private sector. You know, you just don't judge people for what they do, no matter what it is. It can be harsh or whatever, because we're not in a battle against flesh and blood. Being a person in spirit who actually understands the spiritual warfare, who understands the Bible, and who understands how to put it into practical use. This is some of the views that I view in this life. I'm not going to ramble on and on, but we're going to watch some of these videos, and they could get dark at times, but I want you to just remember that you can have faith, You can always reach out. You can ask a question because we're in this battle together. I don't care what race you is. I don't care how much money you have. We're still in the same playing field when it comes to the food choices that we have to eat, especially if you're living in America and just from the skies. These chemtrails is going in, these forever chemicals, the increase in just the system itself. From you go into the grocery store, inflation, the cars, the insurance. I can go on and on the rabbit hole. The house you done bought that you'll never own, the land you won't never own, the taxes you always have to pay. So we can look at life a little bit different, and we can all learn something each and every day. That's why I think it's more important than ever to actually get a copy of One on Book Fame, A Gift and a Curse, Volume 1 with TBN, worldwide release February 24th, 2026. That's why I'm gearing up for my book tour, traveling to each and every city. So if you're trying to book me, you're trying to reach out, DM me, contact me, book us at keepingthefaithbooks.com. You can always reach me at Cut Nice 50 on IG and social media. Like I say, we're in this together. Whether you realize it or not, we're more similar than we are different. So I just want to open your eyes a little bit more. I know it can look dark at times. I know the world seems like everything is crashing up on you from internal within your household, whatever job you're working, from your career wise, to even family dynamics that's broken up and it's not how it used to. Nobody believes in community anymore. Nobody believes in helping your fellow man if you have the opportunity to do so. Everybody is not in that place, but I believe that we can actually connect and go to a more productive society. So with this stuff right here, man, y'all share your thoughts. It's going to be in multiple videos. I'm not going to put too many different intros in each and every video, but I just want y'all to stay blessed, stay safe, and know that you have a brother like me. That's why I call myself I am the voice for the voiceless, and we're gonna always speak out, just like many of my other brothers and sisters out there who is actually awakened, who is actually trying to help people and educate them and show them different ways. Whether censorship is involved in some of these videos, we don't know. It's all planned in the action. So y'all stay blessed. Let's go ahead and jump in this. Any questions or comments? I'm all ears. And with that, let's begin.
And, you know, it's taken me a long time to get to the point that I'm not, I don't feel hurt by it. I don't feel personally hurt by it. But now I know we live in a world where it's going to be magnified.
2033. Which they thought this is end of civilization. As a result of this, may be by war, maybe by some other means, direct cause of end, but underlying cause is all this new artificial species.
A dangerous subversive elite has managed to infiltrate the highest levels of Western institutions and governments to implement the criminal plan of the Agenda 2030. In many self-proclaimed democratic states, the voices denouncing this global coup are being silenced through censorship, intimidation, psychiatrization, and even arrest.
The one that the world was waiting for is officially here. And yes, we are talking about the so-called Antichrist, Jared Kushner, the one man that the entire world is looking forward to. Now, obviously, before we call anybody the AC word, we need to be very careful about who it is by simply just calling someone as the word AC. Because it is, of course, a very huge word. Anyone being called...
Every scar you wear tells a story worth pride of the nights you survive, with the pain locked inside of the mornings you rose when you wanted to quit, of the days you were drowning but refused to submit. You ain't weak cause you feel, you ain't lost cause you've been. Your flame still burning through the coldest wind, and this song's for the hearts that that been searching for peace, for the souls holding on when the hurt won't cease. Yeah, you made it through things nobody believed. You carried the weight while still learning to breathe. And now it's your time to believe in you too. You're the reason this light still shines through.